Hi everyone, welcome to practice. I'm Sophia, a yoga teacher and postgraduate student studying psychology and neuroscience of mental health. And I also create accessible, evidence-based content in my spare time, which includes yoga and then also the science behind yoga videos. So go check those out on YouTube. And today we're going to be focusing on being present and a particular study that was done called A Wandering Mind is an Unhappy Mind. And it's based on an experiment that they did where they actually text over 2,000 people and they asked them two questions. They asked whether they were focused on either the present, the past, or the future. And they also asked whether they were happy or not at that moment in time. And interestingly, nearly 50% of those people, they answered back saying they weren't actually focused on the present. And then they also answered that the people that weren't focused on the present weren't happy. Even if they were thinking about something happy in the future or the past, they still were less happy than they were when they were focused on the present moment. So today is about really getting really present and there is no better way than a yoga practice, and it's really grounding, this practice, and we focus on a bit on the balance as well. And I don't know about you, but I can't focus on anything else when I'm trying to balance. So it is, a perfect practice, perfect sequence for this topic. So I've also created a playlist. It is in the comment section, so just go and click on the link. And I always have a couple of blocks now. They always just enhance my practice, but if you don't have any blocks, 2 books or a cushion to sit on, particularly as we begin, also works. So let's get into it. When you're ready, we are just going to sit on our heels in a nice comfortable seat, closing down the eyes, and just take a moment to arrive. Take a moment to drop in and take a moment to maybe just block anything that's going on around you. Take a moment to bring your attention towards the breath. Take a moment to pay attention to how you feel in this moment. And maybe take a moment to set an intention for this practice. Maybe an affirmation. I am here. I am present. I am complete. And we always start with taking a juicy big inhale in through the nose, all together now. Take it in. And let's just exhale it out through the mouth. Let's do one more of those. Really inhale in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Amazing. Maybe opening the eyes now. Have a wonderful practice, everyone. We're going to swing round. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. We're going to start moving. So we're going to take a juicy thread the needle. So let's inhale our right hand up overhead. Really opening the chest. We're going to exhale, we're going to thread it underneath that shoulder, and we're going to place that shoulder onto the mat. Option to stay here, or option to extend that left hand and come onto our fingertips. And you can feel a lovely stretch in the underside of the arm there. Breathe. Take your last inhale here. And close with an exhale. And then placing that left hand down, pushing the floor away. We're going to inhale our right hand up towards the sky. We're going to exhale, place that right hand down. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale, let's breathe the left hand up overhead. Exhale, we're going to thread it through underneath the right shoulder, placing the left shoulder onto the mat. Beautiful. And maybe if you did it on the other side, just extending that right arm, coming onto our fingertips. Feel that lovely stretch in the back of the arm. And maybe opening slightly more. Breathe. Last inhale. Last exhale. And then taking that hand back down underneath the shoulder, pressing the floor away, breathing that hand back up, placing it back down. Okay, beautiful. Let's move through some mini vinyasas. So we're going to inhale, come up, just hovering the shoulders above the fingertips. We're going to exhale, bend in the elbows, sending the chest down, coming into a baby cobra. Let's inhale, roll the shoulders back. Let's exhale, we're going to bend in the knees, take a child's pose. Big toes to touch. Inhale, let's roll back up to our tabletop, hands in the knees. Exhale, bend in elbows, lower the chest. Inhale, roll the chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, pushing the floor away, sending the hips back. Child's pose. We're going to do one more of those. Wave up into our tabletop. Exhale, bend in the elbows, lower the chest. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, pressing the floor away, sending the hips back. Child's pose. And let's come back up into our tabletop position. Just let's untuck the toes, and we're going to send the hips back into our lovely downward facing dog. And maybe pressing the heels down, providing some movement to our downward facing dog. And maybe looking over either shoulder. Amazing. Really sending that tailbone up to the sky, finding your stillness in your downward facing dog, pressing the heels down, pushing the floor away. Okay, last breath here. Take an inhale, looking forward. Exhale, let's bend in the knees and let's take a big step forward off the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, chest meets thighs, we drop the head, coming into a forward fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, flat back, shoulders back. Exhale, let's fall. Inhale, coming up onto our fingertips. Exhale, chest meets thighs. And now we're going to bend the knees quite a lot, and we're going to send the hands wide, and we're going to push the floor away all the way up to standing. Close. Hands meet at prayer at heart center. Let's take a few sun salutation B's. So let's inhale, our hands overhead, open the chest. Exhale, we hinge at the hips, we forward fold. We inhale, halfway lift. shoulders back. Exhale, planting the hands. Let's step it back to our high plank. Let's inhale here. And exhale, let's lower halfway. Inhale, coming up to our upward dog. Exhale, we push back, hips go back to our downward facing dog. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to inhale, we're going to take the knee in towards the chest, we're going to round the back, creating space. We're going to place that right foot behind the right hand, swing, placing the foot 45 degrees. Let's swing the arms up to our warrior one. Take an inhale here. And on the next exhale, we're going to plant the hands. We're going to step that right foot back, coming into our high plank again. Taking an inhale at the top. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Left side. Inhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest. Place the left foot down, rotate the right to 45. Let's breathe the hands up overhead. Exhale, we're going to send them back down. Frame the front foot back to our high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. And I've just realised I forgot chair pose at the start of this sun salutation. Never mind, we'll do it now. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, bend in the knees. Take a big step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. And now let's inhale, swing the arms overhead, bend in the knees, sending the bum back. Coming into our chair pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's straighten the legs, hands meet at heart center. Open it up, Tadasana. Okay, let's do one more of those. Inhale, taking the hands up overhead. Exhale, we're going to bend in the knees, lower the bum back. Take an inhale here, looking forward. Exhale, straighten the legs, sending the hips up to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands, taking a step back, high plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, back to our downward facing dog. Okay. Right foot, right knee into the chest. Right foot places down, left at 45. Let's breathe. Hands overhead, warrior one. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's frame the right foot. Step that right foot back. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Okay guys, let's keep going. Left foot, left knee to chest. Left foot plants behind left hand. Right at 45, breathe the hands overhead. Squaring the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's frame that left foot. Step it back. High plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Maybe this point activating your Ujjayi breath. Slightly constricting the back of the throat. Creating a sound of the ocean. Also activates the vagus nerve. Helping calm the mind, coming back to the present moment. Okay, last inhale wherever you are. Exhale, we're going to look forward. We're going to bend the knees, and if you want to float or walk up to the front or step. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, we lower the chest down. Forward fold. Inhale, let's sit back, bend in the knees, hands overhead, chair pose. Taking an inhale. Exhale, let's straighten the legs, hands meet at heart center. Well done, guys. So from our Tadasana, we're going to now start to ground that right foot, spreading the toes in towards the mat. Having a slight bend in that right knee. We're going to pick up that left foot and we're going to place it on the right knee, coming into a modified chair pose. Placing the hands at heart center. We're just going to bend in that right knee, sending the bum back. Great. Fixing your gaze, fixing a spot in front of you. Staying here for another 3 breaths. Staying with the breath, steady mind, steady breath, steady mind, steady body. Taking one last inhale here. And stay for the exhale, maybe slightly lower. And then we're going to push the floor away. We're going to pick that knee up in towards the chest. And we're going to grab the left big toe with the peace fingers of the right. And we're either going to extend the leg in front of us, or if you can't grab the toe, just grab the knee. And I'll do this modified version first. We're sending the left hand behind us, and we're going to gently try and look past that left hand. So really grounding that right foot, really testing our balance here, seeing if we can look back that left hand. Hold here for one more breath. And it's okay if you fall. I feel very wobbly today. This could be me. This is what happens when you do a gym session before yoga. Okay, last breath. And then coming back to center, send the hands up overhead. Extending that left foot. We're going to hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, really hold. And then let's send it back. We're going to come back coming into our warrior 3. So sending the hands overhead, sending the left foot back, flexing that top foot. 3 breaths here, we've got this. 3, squaring the hips. 2, fix your gaze. 1, planting the foot back. Well done, everyone. High lunge. Sending the hands overhead. Let's actually create a bit of a wide base and plant that left foot down to 45. So coming into our warrior 1. Let's open the chest. Maybe slight back bend here, looking up towards the sky, bending that front knee. Breathe. Well done, everyone. Letting go of the hands. We're going to interlace them behind us. Pull the shoulders back, open the chest. Take an inhale here. And then let's exhale. Let's breathe the chest down and on the inside of that right knee. Letting go of that head. Humble warrior. We've got 3 breaths down here. Last inhale. And exhale, well done. Let's release the hands to the floor. Stepping it back to a high plank. Inhaling at the top, exhale halfway. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale back to our downward facing dog. Inhale here, 3 breaths. Exhale, ground. Coming back to the present. Coming back to maybe your intention, maybe your affirmation. I can, I will. Last inhale wherever you are. Exhale, we're going to look forward, walk, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold, drop the head. And inhale, let's swing the hands up, let's swing them wide. Let's close the practice, the flow. And we're moving on to the other side. So, ground in that left foot in towards the mat. Let's slight bend in the left knee. Place that right foot on top of the left knee. Hands meet at prayer, heart center. Let's start pulling the hips back, sending the hips back, lowering down, modified chair. Fixing your gaze. You've got 3 more breaths here. Really opening the chest. 2 more. And last breath here. Let's try and lower it. Can we get any lower? Amazing. Let's push back up. Bring the knee into the chest. Okay. Again, either grabbing the knee with the left hand and placing the right hand behind us, or if you can, grabbing the big toe with your peace fingers, extending that leg and seeing if you can turn your gaze towards that back hand. It's super windy here as well. I think this is as far as I'll go. No, you can do it, Sophia. We've got 3 breaths wherever you are, guys. Oh. 2 breaths. Last one. We've got this. Looking towards that front foot. Swing the hands, let go of it. Extend the leg if you had it bent. We've got 5. We've got 4. Really picking that foot up, flexing that foot. We've got 3. Got 2. We've got 1. Bend in that knee, send it back. We've got a warrior 3. Hands overhead. 3 breaths here, squaring the hips. Looking just, not directly down, but just in front of us. We've got 2. Flexing that foot, engage the core. We've got 1. Inhale. And exhale, bend in that left knee. Send that right foot down. Send the hands overhead. High lunge. Amazing. And just heel toe the right foot a bit wider. Placing that right foot down. And for 45, coming into a warrior 1. Bending the elbows, open the chest. Maybe slight back bend. Remember to engage the glutes here to protect the lower back. Bending that front knee. Breathe. And we're going to send the hands behind us, coming into our humble warrior. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back and down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, let's send it down. Let's send it on the inside of the left knee. Drop the head. Breathe. We've got 2 more breaths, guys. One more inhale. And exhale, let's plant those hands. Let's step that left foot back, high plank. And again, either meet us in downward dog or move through a vinyasa of your choice. Oh, well done. Balance, done. Nailed it. Let's keep going. We're nearly there. All right, drop the knees wide. Send the hips back. Child's pose. Let's ground here. And then maybe even sending the hands behind you. Taking a variation. Amazing. Okay. And wherever you are, let's just gently rise up, coming to a kneeling position, sat on the heels, and giving the shoulders a bit of a wiggle. Oh, it's been a tough one. Maybe it's because I did the gym beforehand. It's just something I will never do again. Let's come up to kneeling onto our knees. We're going to take a camel. We've got plenty of options here for everyone. You may need some blocks if you have them. And placing the blocks behind you next to the feet. Okay. Option is we don't even need to use the blocks. Option is we're placing the hands just on top of the sacrum, just above the glutes, rolling the shoulders back. Let's open the chest. The key is to engage the glutes here. Okay, so that means you can open the chest and really protect that lower back. Sending the chest up. Camel. Breathe here. This is great as far as you go. If you want to, start to rest the hands on the blocks behind the feet. And again, just not letting the neck drop freely, just keeping a slight bit of contraction on the neck here. And then maybe if you've got it, dropping the hands towards the feet if you've got the space. Okay, great guys. Got 3 more here. Keep engaging those glutes. We've got 1 more. And gently coming up. Well done. Let's take a child's pose. That was an intense back bend. So sending the fingertips up in front of us, and maybe keeping onto the fingertips. Great. Okay. All right, walking the hands back up. Okay, we're going to take a shoulder stand, which is something we never do. And shoulder stand is quite an intense inversion. So if you're pregnant, definitely I wouldn't advise doing this. Even if you're on your period, you don't have to do it. You can just do legs up the wall. So if you're coming with me and you want to take a shoulder stand, we're going to lie back down onto the mat. Okay. Let's take the legs overhead, feet in towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you are. We take them overhead is the safest way, rolling the feet over. And now starting to place the hands on the lower back, so pushing the feet up towards the sky. So really engage the core here and engage the glutes. Great. And if you want to go a bit deeper, gently walking the hands as far as they can go at the top of the back. And maybe you'll start to actually even let go of the hands, which I certainly can't do right now. I might fall over, it's so windy. Okay, let's keep going. And if you've got plow, maybe you can take your plow now by directing the feet over the head, placing the toes onto the mat, and then shooting, interlacing the fingers behind you. And maybe you can bend the knees and place them either side of the ears. Or if you're staying in shoulder stand, you can gently come out of it by sending the feet up and then gently rolling down one vertebra at a time, all the way to the mat. And then we're shooting the feet back, coming into a fish pose, a counter pose, placing the crown of the head onto the mat, coming up onto our forearms. So our head, actually, a good thing the other day, which is around only 5% of the weight of the head should be on the crown. So that just shows how much weight you need to place into your forearms. Breathe. Amazing. All right. When you're ready, we're going to just come out of that, sliding the shoulders onto the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest, let's just gently rock over that lower back. Wonderful. We're coming to the end of the practice, so if you have any last pose that you would like to do before Shavasana, please take it now. Or if you have anything to grab, you want to get cozy, an eye mask, a bolster, you can go grab that now. And when you're ready, we're going to place the hands overhead. We're going to hover the feet. We're going to do one last core engagement, picking the upper body up and hovering. So engaging the core. We've got 5. We've got 4. We can do this. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, relax. Well done, guys. Shake that out. Shavasana. So relaxing the body into the mat. Placing the feet wide, placing the hands wide. This is your time to surrender, to give in, to become still. for once in your day. Allowing your body to absorb all of the benefits of the practice. Maybe reminding yourself of being completely present. And this is a great time to practice our single-pointed meditation practice, where we anchor our attention onto the breath. So if you feel your mind is wandering, perhaps counting the breath. Every inhale you take and every exhale. And when you get to 10, starting from the beginning. Okay, maybe starting to deepen the breath. Maybe starting to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And sending the hands overhead, bringing the knees into the chest. And giving your knees a little hug, rocking from side to side. And gently, perhaps with your eyes still closed, let's meet onto the mat in a nice seated position, hands resting on the knees, having a little wiggle of the shoulders. Let's take an inhale in through the nose all together. Let's let it go out of the mouth. One more of those. Inhale. Let it go. Remembering your intention of the practice. Just remembering, recalling how good it feels to be present in this moment. It's our happiest self. Hands meet at prayer at heart center. We bow down in respect. Namaste. Thank you for letting me guide you once again, and I hope to see you again soon.